Hello, everyone. This is Reggie with A-Team Appliance, Master Technician here at A-Team Appliance, and we're recording a video on how to repair this. So this Hot Point, but GE washer. Hot Point is made by GE, completely identical. But anyway, on this particular repair, the tub was broke. When you turn the inside, it just shake and rattle, and you can tell it's broke. Anybody can tell it's broke. Anyway, in the background, that's just I like to watch YouTube, different YouTube videos when I'm working. So I'm actually participating in a obstacle race. So just trying to get some little pointers on what to expect tomorrow. So anyway, with GE, one thing I always do is change out the whole tub. If it's a transmission issue, if it's a bearing issue, in which the bearing is only like $20, but it is such a pain to get the inner tub out and to take apart anything that has to do with the drivetrain. So, and GEs are so accessible. It's just you can take two of them and make one, basically, kind of Frankenstein the parts. So what I'm going to do is take this tub out, do a tub exchange on it, because it's just easier than trying to monkey with changing the drivetrain and stuff. I've got one that has a perfectly good tub. The tub I'm using, issue with that machine was the timer went bad, and the timer was $150, which that's almost how much I sell the machine for. So I saved it for parts and took the tub out, and now it's going to make another machine. So here we go. I've already taken the lid off, which is really easy. You just accordion screw here and at the other side, and then you remove the lid switch. There's a quick connect. It's right around here. You'll see it hanging out, and that quick connect will disconnect the lid switch, and the lid pulls right off. Your front cover, there'll be two tabs here and here, and you just put a screwdriver or a butter knife in there, preferably a screwdriver, to lift the tab and pulls off the front cover. So kind of already started on it and said, oh, this might be good to record. So got kind of in the zone. So first thing we do, come on here with me, is take off the springs, which I've already done, and I'm gonna put it back on just for show you guys how it's done. So what you'll have to do is lift on the tub. Something you should be able to do on your own. If not, have somebody help you. And I usually take the butt of a hammer or anything. You lift up, so it depresses the spring. Push down on this white tab to free the spring, and it slides right out. So you do that with all four, two in the front and two in the back. So I always start with the front. Remove the motor. See, remove the motor wiring, and also let me show you something. These bushings here, it's four of them. Here we go. There's four of them. You remove these two. And also inspect them too, because sometimes these will be broken, and that will cause the tub to be off balance. So there's four of them. So you remove that with a 1/4 inch nut driver. They're in just like that, and screwed in, and you take them right out. So that, and you remove your pressure hose, and inspect your pressure hose. If it's dirty, which I have a video on that too, but if it's dirty, this can cause the washer to overflow because the air pressure can't get through the hose to tell the pressure switch that the tub is full. So you can actually, a lot of these you can just cut, and it's still long enough to fit here without it being yanked out. And if you're scared it's going to be yanked out, you go ahead and zip tie it. So anyway, take that off. And now we're going to remove the rear springs. And this part's easy. You can basically just tilt it. You only got to lift it. You just tilt it forward. And it takes the pressure off the springs. Use the butt of the hammer to release the plastic tabs. You're all set. So put you guys over here out the way so I can take the tub out. Let's go bottom first. Oh, I did forget something. The hose. Forgot the tub hose. Show you. This right here. So we gotta disconnect that from the pump. That's exactly why you don't just snatch on things. You kind of just yank it, and it'll tell you if you miss something because you feel resistance. If you yank it too hard, you're gonna tear something up, and it cost you a lot more money. Been there and done that. Use finesse. And right now, I'm trying to find my crescent wrench, which I thought I put back in my toolbox. Crescent wrench, where are you? All right, well, you know, we'll use these. Yeah, there's a. Oh, look at that. Then I found a crescent wrench since I'm done, didn't need it. Sitting right there in front of my face. There's a snake that bit me. Now, one thing I always do is push down on the floor here because this floor gets bent a lot from being moved around by hand trucks. And when the washer has a full load, it'll scrape the bottom. And let me show you this tub. Look at that. Completely broke off. I don't even got to take it apart and look at it. It's completely broke off. It was having underneath this agitator. It's most likely all rusted out. I'll show you. Agitators with GEs, you just yank out. Oh yeah, look at that. Completely. Let's see. Let me show you. See right there? It's completely broke off. This probably poor metal that was used. It's not even rust. It just ate through by detergent. Probably a poor metal. Or maybe it was, used and it was sitting for a long time in a storage unit, and that soap just sat there and it ate through it, because this is kind of like old cars, they're best if they're used, and they don't get used. It's not good for anything. All right, so that's that. See, I could just swap tubs out, but see, that would be a pain because taking out the center cap is easy, but underneath there is a sprocket that has to go clockwise, and it's just almost impossible to get off sealed on there. So our next step is removing the motor. I find the motor is best to remove with the tub out. So you're not fighting the small little crevice they give you to work in. There's a not quite. She. All right, so we got 3/8 nut driver here. So I'm gonna leave the belt and everything there, because once you loosen these up, that tension will slack off. The belt will be a lot easier to remove. Magnetic holder. Yeah, tension just came right off the belt. Hold the motor up, it's a little easier to get that off. Slide. Okay, old girl's gonna go to the boneyard. So out with the old, in with the new. Okay, the new tub. No grinding, so the bearing is good. turn this. You usually hear this is good. So yeah, biggest pain with these GEs is that that tub out. I've tried all kind of methods, torch and WD-40 and rust buster and all that stuff. I think, okay, so wiring is this way. All right. Make sure we're going back in the right way. We're going to have to go reverse. This out the way. That's there. Transmission in the way. And you want to be careful with handling these coils. You don't want to break them. Even though these things are big, heavy pieces of metal, they're still pretty fragile. Believe it or not. And when you're putting screws back, you should always start by hand. That way you won't cross thread. Create a bigger issue. Always inspect your belt. Make sure there's no cracks in it. If you have any cracks in it or splits, get a new belt. Because it's no good. Tighten it. You don't want it super tight. Actually, what I'm going to do, scratch that idea. I'm going to take the belt off. And there's marks here where the motor was at. The rings, so we're just going to slide the motor onto those rings. And that'll be our marker. Move. And this is how I slide the belt on. Nice and tight. Alright, so now we're ready to go back in. First, start by attaching the rear springs. To this point, put everything back, the same sequence to the car. Get this thing level. Get over that way. Snap the rubber bushings back on the floor. This one does not have an agitator, so we're going to give it one to the donor tub. Oh, this is things. Jeez. This is what the agitator sits on, so I had to get that out. Moving the screw over there. All right, try that again. Line up. There we go. Next thing, don't fight it. You gotta fight it, send that right. Pressure loose. All right, now we put the drain hose on. Yeah, actually, if you ever want more room, you always tilt it that way and something get out the way. Voila. So I'll show you what I did. Bushing's back on here. Agitator. Now the reason why you want to tie your hose and your wires around these arms is to keep it, when it's spin cycle, that thing will keep a lot of rack, it'll tap the side, so keep it nice and wrapped around, secured around the arms by wrapping it around. So that's your pressure hose. We got the springs in. See, that's the little white cap that you push out with the butt of your hammer. The motor's in. Now let's put the lid on and fire up. I'm gonna find a good switch by high on me. Fought me a little bit, didn't it? All right, so let's test her out. Oh, so it's one cycle. All right, so we got a little bit of noise coming from the drain pump. So let's check out, see what that's all about. So there's a coin in there or something. I'm gonna get that out before it breaks something. Kind of hate having to take this drain hose back off, and it was not easy putting on. These pump clamps are not fun to take off, but when you do, you need a pressure wrench. Makes it easy. Yeah, I don't feel anything in there. Maybe because it's a dry start, I guess. It's a little rocky, but nothing to be concerned about. It's always good to check. All right, so let's go ahead and get her to spin. Like the pump had a little sand or debris in there, probably from the little pieces from the tub, old tub. Let's get you spinning. Yeah. I see you moving a little bit in the video. There you see it moving. See the shake, shake, shake. All right, come here. Let me talk to you for a minute. So we're all set. This is a hot point washer, basically a GE. We took GE parts, a GE tub, and put inside this one because the one that was in it was broken, and so Frankenstein it together, we call it, and made another washer. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. Working on the quality of the videos, get a mic and stuff, but the information is valid. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I usually answer comments right away. Also, please subscribe and look at any other videos, or if there's a video that I don't have listed that you need, just let me know and I'll record them, because I'm in the shop at least 3 times a week putting these machines together. And I say, hey, you might as well record what I'm doing because it can help a lot of people out. So any questions, let me know. This is Reggie with A-Team Appliance, signing off.